Static hisses in your headset like an angry snake. It claws at your ears. You twist the frequency dial on the console. The noise refuses to die. It is the kind of sound that rattles your teeth. You have flown through 3 nebulas to get here. Your coffee is cold, your fuel is low, but the signal is getting stronger. Ahead of you lies the station. It floats in the void like a broken toy. Dark metal twists against the starfield. No lights flicker on the hull. It looks dead. But you know better. The transmission brought you here. It was a loop of old code, a ghost story told in binary. You ease the throttle forward. Your ship drifts closer to the docking bay. The clamps are rusted. You hope they still work. If not, this will be a very short trip. You align the docking port. Metal screams against metal. A thud shakes the cabin. The seal holds. You let out a breath you did not know you held. The airlock cycles with a groan. You grab your flashlight. It is time to see who is home. The hallway smells of stale air and copper. Dust motes dance in the beam of your light. They swirl like tiny ghosts. The floor is grated metal. Your boots cling to it with magnetic steps. Every footfall echoes down the corridor. It sounds like a drum in a tomb. Shadows stretch long and thin against the walls. Some of them seem to move on their own. You tell yourself it is just your nerves, or maybe a lack of caffeine. Whispers drift from the ventilation shafts. They are too quiet to make out, but they do not sound human. They sound like wind through dry leaves. You grip your sidearm tighter. A warning scrawled on the wall catches your eye. It is written in faded red paint. Turn back. Classic. Why do they never write welcome or free pizza? You push deeper into the dark. The whispers grow louder. They seem to be guiding you, or perhaps hunting you. You reach a junction. To the left is darkness. To the right is a flickering light. You choose the light. Moths and humans are not so different. You step into the command center. Consoles line the walls in silent rows. Layers of gray dust cover every surface. It looks like it snowed in here. You wipe a screen with your gloved hand. Power hums to life beneath your fingers. The sudden light stings your eyes. Screens flash with amber text. Star mats project into the air above you. They spin in a slow rhythm. You recognize none of the constellations. These are lost colonies, places wiped from the official records. The data streams faster now. It pulls you in. You see flight paths and cargo logs. You see distress calls that were never answered. This station was a hub, a secret heart of a forgotten empire, and someone wanted it silenced. A specific file blinks for attention. You tap it. The projection changes. It shows a sector of space marked in red. The label reads, "Do not approach." Naturally, that is exactly where you want to go. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Hopefully that applies to pilots too. The air in the room changes. It feels thicker, charged with static. The amber light shifts to a deep violet. Ancient scripts scroll across the main monitor. The characters are sharp and jagged. They belong to the elder ones. Experts think they vanished eons ago. Yet here is their writing. It pulses with a rhythmic hum. You can feel it in your chest. It matches the beating of your heart. The translation software struggles. It spits out fragments of meaning. Guardian, gate, sacrifice. The words promise immense power. They also promise ruin. You trace a symbol on the console. A shock zaps your fingertip. It is not electricity. It feels like a warning bite. The hum grows to a low growl. The station is reacting to you. It recognizes the presence of a living soul. Or maybe it just wants a snack. You step back from the console. This knowledge is heavy. It carries a weight that could crush a mind. But you did not come this far to be safe. You came for the truth. You leave the command deck. The map leads you down, deep into the belly of the station. The temperature drops with every ladder you descend. Frost coats the railings. Your breath fogs in the air. You reach the engineering bay. It is a cavernous space. In the center sits the drive core. It is massive, a shattered heart of glass and coil. Sparks shower from loose cables. They hit the floor and hiss out. This is the Rift engine. Legends say it could fold space like paper. Now it looks like a junk heap. But the core still glows. A faint blue pulse beats within the cracks. You open your toolkit. This is going to take more than duct tape. You slide under the main casing. Wires hang down like metallic spaghetti. You start connecting the severed lines. The engine hums in appreciation. It wants to be fixed. It wants to run. You twist a bolt with your wrench. It snaps into place. The blue light flares brighter. The shadows in the room retreat. You are waking the beast, and it is hungry for the stars. A proximity alarm blares in your helmet. It makes you jump. You bang your head on the casing. Great. You slide out from under the engine. You check your wrist scanner. 3 signals, moving fast. They are in the corridor outside. But your eyes see nothing. The scanner insists they are there. Cloaked. Wrapped in dark matter. You kill your flashlight. Darkness swallows the room. You hold your breath. The only sound is the engine's hum. Then you hear it, the click of claws on metal. It comes from the ceiling. They are above you. You move slowly toward the service hatch. Every step is a calculated risk. The air ripples to your left, a shimmer of movement. You fire a warning shot. The laser bolt passes through the air. It hits the far wall, but the shimmer recoils. They are tangible. They can bleed. You dive into the hatch. You slide down the chute. You leave the unseen hunters behind. For now. You land in a storage bay. Crates are stacked to the ceiling. A figure steps out from the shadows. You raise your weapon. He raises his hands. He is human, or he used to be. His armor is a patchwork of scrap. His face is a map of scars. One eye is replaced with a red lens. He lowers his hands slowly. He introduces himself as the caretaker. He has been here for decades, alone. He holds out a book. The cover is cracked alloy. He tosses it to you. You catch it. It is heavy. He speaks with a gravelly voice. He tells you of the crew. They were not killed by the aliens. They were betrayed by their own command, left to rot, to guard the secret of the Elder Ones. He survived by hiding, by eating rations that expired before you were born. He looks at you with tired hope. He thinks you are the rescue party. You do not have the heart to tell him. You are just a pilot with a map. A sound pierces the conversation. It is a low-frequency tone. It vibrates the deck plates. The caretaker freezes. His red eye widens. That is the forbidden signal. It comes from the core you just fixed. It is a command code. It is calling out to the void. The caretaker grabs your arm. His grip is like iron. He says, "We must stop it. If the signal goes out, they will come, not the hunters." Something worse. The ones who built this place. But the signal also opens the gate. It is the key to the jump. You pull away from him. You have a choice to make. Silence the station and stay trapped, or let it sing and risk the wrath of gods. You look at the drive data. The signal is already peaking. It is too late to stop it. We have to ride the wave. The caretaker shakes his head. He says you are mad. You grin. Maybe a little, but sanity never got anyone into the history books. You run back to the engineering bay. The caretaker follows. He grumbles, but he keeps up. The engine room is bathed in blue light. The Rift engine is fully awake. Energy arcs between the coils. It smells like ozone and lightning. You jump onto the main console. The controls are hot to the touch. You initiate the ignition sequence. The floor shakes violently. Tools rattle off the workbenches. The unseen hunters shriek in the distance. They do not like the light. The station groans under the stress. It has not moved in a century. Dust falls from the ceiling in sheets. You punch the throttle. The engine roars. It is a sound of pure power. A blue surge washes over the hull. Gravity shifts. You feel heavy. Then you feel weightless. The station steadies. It is ready to jump. You look at the caretaker. He is strapping himself in. He looks terrified. He also looks alive for the first time. The view screen goes white. Then it cracks. Not the glass. The space outside cracks. Spiderwebs of light fracture the dark. The stars stretch into long lines. Reality is peeling away like old paint. The void shudders around you. The ship shakes so hard your vision blurs. Alarms scream in every room. You ignore them. You keep your hands on the wheel. The rift expands. It is a mouth opening to swallow you. It is not black inside. It is a swirling chaos of colors. Purple and gold and colors with no names. The station lurches forward. You are falling into the crack. The caretaker yells something. You cannot hear him over the roar. You are crossing the threshold, leaving the known universe behind. It feels like diving into deep water. The pressure builds in your ears. Then comes the silence, absolute and sudden. You are inside the slipstream. The vortex glows around you. It pulses like a living being. Veins of light run through the mist. You feel a presence. It is vast. It watches you from the walls of the rift. The Elder Ones. They are not gone. They are here. They live in the spaces between stars. Their voices echo in your mind. They do not use words. They use memories. You see cities of glass. You see fleets burning. You see the birth of suns. They are curious. Why has a small creature come here? Why do you wake their engine? You grit the controls. You try to project confidence. You think of your home, of the people waiting for hope. The presence shifts. It is amused. It likes your grit. Most minds break in this place. Yours just gets stubborn. That's the human way. We are too dense to break easily. The mist clears ahead. A massive shape forms in the light. It is a construct of pure energy. The Elder Ones offer a pact. The terms appear in your mind. They will grant humanity power, technology to rule the galaxy. But you must stay. You must become the new caretaker, the guardian of the rift. Or you can return, safe but empty-handed. The station will drift back to the start. It is the ultimate test. Self or species, power or freedom. The caretaker looks at you. He knows the offer. He shakes his head. He knows the cost of this place. You look at the energy construct. You take a deep breath. You make your choice. You choose neither. You choose the third option. We take the knowledge, and we keep our freedom. Because we are humans. You do not do bad deals. You slam the throttle to max. You aim the station at the rift wall. The Elder Ones recoil in surprise. They did not expect defiance. You grab the radio mic. You switch to the universal band. Your voice carries across the emptiness. It rides the rift energy. This is the last station, you say. We are not asking for permission. We are taking our future. If you want to stop us, try. The antenna on the hull glows white. It beams your voice to every sector, to every ship, to every colony. It is a message of fire, a declaration of existence. The rift destabilizes. Your defiance disrupts the harmony. The energy construct shatters. The vortex begins to collapse. You have seconds. You spin the wheel. The station banks hard. You aim for the exit. The rift seals behind you with a boom. It sounds like a thunderclap. The station spills out into normal space. Star lines snap back to points. The hull is smoking. Scorch marks cover the metal. The engine winds down to a purr. You check the sensors. Silence. Then a ping. And another. Dozens of signals appear. They are green. Allied ships. They heard the broadcast. They tracked the flare. New allies emerge from the shadows. Scavengers, traders, patrols. They gather to hear the voice. The caretaker laughs. It is a rusty sound. He unbuckles his harness. He claps you on the shoulder. You lean back in your chair. You are alive, and you are not alone. The gamble paid off. You verify the data logs. The map of the Elder Ones is there. You stole the fire from the gods. And you got away with it. You stand at the viewport. The stars look different now. They look like destinations. The caretaker stands beside you. He is no longer a ghost. He is a crewmate. The Allied ships form a fleet around you. They are waiting for orders. You have become a beacon. The station is no longer forgotten. It is the vanguard. You punch in new coordinates toward the uncharted horizons, the dark places on the map. That is where the fun is. You key the mic one last time. All ships, follow my lead. We have a lot of work to do. The engines flare. The fleet moves as one. The cosmos awaits. It dared you to forge a legend. Challenge accepted. This is the dawn of the Starborn, and we are just getting started. End of transmission.